Hi guys, welcome back to Coricast. So for today's video, I will be reviewing this model. So this is the continuation from my previous video, which I've already reviewed this one. And this is the Singer 911 DLS Turbo Track. And this one is the road version of this model. So like I said previously on my last video, so Singer like kind of offered two versions of the Singer DLS Turbo, which is the track version, and the turbo road version, which is more like obviously for the road or the street version of the car. That was kind of like the customer wanted to use it on the road instead of the track, so they could opt for this version. And this one is the Singer 911 DLS Turbo Road in Moet Blanc color, which is this kind of like champagne gold color. And first things first, I want to talk about the packaging. So like the Turbo Track version, this is a very simple packaging, and it has the same color scheme as the model inside. So we got this kind of like sand khaki color, like this what do you call this, brown I think, but it kind of looks similar to the Moet Blanc color code for the model. So I think they just chose this color for to replicate the color inside for the model. And then on the front we got to see the name, like I've said earlier on this video, the Singer 911 DLS Turbo Road in Moet Blanc color. And on the other side we got the logo in here, we got the FinClassically logo. And underneath, like the track version, we couldn't find any kind of licensing sticker on the packaging because this is an unlicensed model. FinClassically is obviously an unlicensed model, like the Ferrari, like the Countach, and the GT40. They were all unlicensed model. So this one is also an unlicensed, and we only got to see the warnings and other things that are not really important for the collectors. And on the back we got to see the same Singer writings as the track one. And on the top we got to see the 164 and also the die cast model. So that's for the packaging, and right now let's just take a closer look on the model. Right, so this is what the model looks like outside of the packaging, and it is very similar to the track version. And what we got here is another metal plate for the road version, and you could see right here we got the FinClassically logo on the left side, and then we got the same exact lowercase Singer 911 DLS Turbo in here. And also we got the limited number, but for the road version right here, I got the number 473 out of the 899. And again, I don't really care about the number. And also the road version has the same kind of styling on the base, but instead of the orange color for the stripes, they went for this kind of brownish kind of yellowish striping. And it still has the Singer written on the center. And I think but I think the track version, it's more appealing on the eye, like because it is a bright orange model with the orange striping on the base. Meanwhile for the road version, it kind of like a bland like champagne gold with this pale yellowish striping. It's not really appealing to the eye, but I think that's just my preference. I don't really like it. I just kind of prefer the track version one. Right. Anyway, moving on to the model. So what makes the road version a difference from the track version? So the most notable difference is the rear side. At the rear side, while the road version has the ducktail, The track version it is more like for the aerodynamics and to increase downforce. So that's why they opted for the historical styling of the 934.5 wing. So this is a gigantic wing, just like the one that used for the 934.5. But for the road car, they just went for a more simpler design, which is this kind of like a ducktail. I mean, this ducktail is more similar to the 2.7 RS. Wait, it's 2.7, right? Right, like, yeah. So this one is more similar to the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7, like the 1973, if I'm not mistaken, like the OG Porsche RS version, um, like the Mini GT made. So you could look it up. So this is a very similar kind of stylings like that RS version, which is this kind of ducktail. And other than that, I think it is very similar to the track version. But if I read on the website of the singer, they also have a shorter front lip for the road version. But I think because this is an unlicensed model, they don't really notice about those small details apart from the wing. So for the track version and the road version for this FinClassically, they just look the same for this front splitter. And I think, like, I assume that the road version should be having a shorter front lip for the straight version, because they don't want to scrap the front splitter if they like make it too long. And yeah, I think that is more like an explainable reason why they have a different kind of a styling for the front splitter of the road. So yeah, anyway, the other details for the road version is, like I said, very similar to the track version. We got the plastic insert headlights in here, and it is a very neat assembly, I could say. And then we got another side blinking or side amber, or what do you call it. It is still in painted version. So like I said, it is understandable because this is too small to replicate with a plastic insert headlights. And also, what else? Oh, one thing that it kind of like bugged me on the model is that the road version should have the black painting up to this part right here. So this part right here, it should be black. Wait, I'm gonna put the picture right here. So that part, it should be painted black instead of the body color. So this is not it's not really accurate to the real car. But yeah, I don't have much to say because this is an unlicensed model once again. So I think they don't really kind of do some research for this model. And that is the first thing that I pointed out about the inaccuracy for this road version. And moving on to the side, I think this is a very nice profile of a classic Porsche, like the track version earlier. And what else? Oh, aside from the difference on the wing and also like the splitter for the real one, they also have a different models for the wheels. So while the track version has this kind of BBS mesh type of wheels, the road version is kind of have more like a classic how many spokes right here? 1, 2, 3. We got the 7 spokes, kind of like BBS CHR or the LMR version. So this is a classic design of a wheels, like a BBS, like I said before, a CHR or an LMR. And then you could see inside the wheels we got a yellow calipers, which is really neat for them to still putting a caliper details inside the wheels. Yeah, and also the same issue happened for the road version, is that the black side skirt details right here, it's also kind of bleeding out of the side skirt. So you could see right here, it is kind of bleeding outside of the area that was supposed to be painted in black. And then on the back here, we could see another paint blemish. The black is oversprayed. And yeah, I think that's it about the paint blemish. And also you could see it on the back right here. And also we got the same photo etch parts on the side air intakes for both sides, for the front fender and the rear fender. And also we still got the separate parts for the exhaust pipes, and this one is more prominent because it is much more sticks out than the track version that we've reviewed before. So yeah, that is obviously a separate parts that was kind of glued inside the base. And then on the back, I think this is where we could see much more details about the back side, because on the track version it's kind of like covered by the gigantic wings, so we don't have enough lights to kind of shines at the rear. And on the road version here, we could see more detailed about the taillights, and they obviously didn't have the Porsche logo at the center of the taillights, which is kind of unfortunate. But you could still other details like this one. So this is just like the side air intakes. This one is also a separate parts. So this is a separate part, it's plastic. And also this one is plastic. This is a separate part that was glued to the model. And I think we got another side air intakes inside of here, which is also a separate parts, because I kind of feel the texture on this one. This is obviously a separate parts also. So every air intakes on this model is separate parts, and it was glued to the model, which is really nice details for a FinClassically. And from the back itself, like, I don't really see kind of like major issue on the diffuser. I mean, this one is still kind of crooked to the bottom compared to this one, but it's not as bad as the track version. You could see right there. So this one is better than the track version, but it's still kind of it's not symmetrical for the diffuser. But I don't really have anything to say or to complain, because this is an unlicensed model once again. And right, so I think that's it about the details of the exterior. So this one is also a separate part. I kind of forgot to mention it on the track version also. So this is the air intakes for the hood, and it is also a separate part. And for the interior, instead of like kind of painted the same body color just like the track version, which is orange in orange color interior, the road version is painted in white. So it's kind of make it more like a premium, a very classy kind of interior. And I think it kind of suits more to the exterior color, which is also a very classy color, like this champagne gold combined with the white interior. It kind of makes it look very classy, very exclusive, like you know what I mean. And I think other than that, I don't have anything else much to say, because that is about it about the details. And I think that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.